If your team is dribbling like Stanley from The Office, then you have a very big problem.
What?
But problems are meant to be fixed, so here's how you teach a beginner how to dribble. All right, so let's talk about some drills to get beginners better at dribbling. And remember, because becoming a better ball handler does not happen overnight, the biggest emphasis of any drill is repetition. I like to get the kids dribbling right away. And for us to do that, they have to first understand that they have to be using their finger pads and not fingertips. Fingertip dribbling looks like this. Finger pad dribbling looks like this, which is what we want. So I like to tell the kids, or keep in mind it could also be an adult, that they have to be dribbling off their finger pads. So let's all first touch our finger pads. The way that I like to say it, look down at your hands. You see the rectangles on your fingers? Well, that top rectangle, that's where we always want the ball. Then I like to emphasize that dribbling is less about the arms and more about the flick of the wrist. So here, finger pad, flick of the wrist down. Here, flick of the wrist down. And then the last thing I like to emphasize is pounding the ball into the ground. And then you get the smart kid that goes, okay, coach. And they bounce the ball, it goes all the way to the ceiling. Yeah, that kid, make sure you make that kid do some push-ups. And the reason why we want to pound the ball is because you'll quickly notice that when kids are dribbling, they can barely get the ball back to their hands. It's really unacceptable, and the only reason why that's happening is because they're not pushing down with enough force. So I want to make sure that is locked in their head. So the first thing you should do is stationary dribbling. And I know you may see other videos where they say stationary dribbling doesn't transfer over well into live situations. And to that, that's a fair point, but all I'll say is before you can run, you have to be able to jog. Before you can jog, you have to be able to walk. Before you walk, you have to be able to crawl, and so on and so forth. Start with the basics and go from there. So first things first, feet shoulder width apart, chest up, and bend your knees. You're gonna see a lot of kids or a lot of adults, they're gonna try to bend at the hips, and you're gonna see their head pointed down. So physically correct them, make sure their chest is up, and make sure they're bending away. Another thing you'll see is people start smacking at the ball this way. We don't like smacking. Fingertips, push down. Boom. So literally, the first thing you should do is just have them dribble right in front of their foot. Right hand dribbles in front of right foot, left hand dribbles in front of left foot. After about 10 seconds, 20 seconds, it could be 10 dribbles, 30 dribbles, whatever you decide. Now we go other side. I like to tell players, keep your off arm out, because if you don't tell them to do anything with their off arm, they're gonna start dribbling like this, or like this, or like this. And it just looks sloppy. Look engaged. Keep the off arm here. When they get comfortable with that, next we go V dribbles. So it's one-handed crossovers. And the great thing about this, it's teaching them ball manipulation, because we have to learn how to dribble in every single angle. When the ball is going this way, my hand is on this side of the ball. When the ball is coming back, my hand's on this side. So I'm going here, 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 here. When you're doing this, you're gonna see a lot of players do the V dribble or windshield wiper outside of their body. No, we need to V dribble across just like so. Try to go low, try to go fast. Switch sides. Next, we go full crossovers, and make sure you tell your beginners to keep the ball low. If you notice that they have a problem with keeping their eyes glued to the ground, then you as a coach can be standing in front of them, sticking your arm up, like 1, 2. Make them say the number that you have. And they're gonna be like, here, boom, 4, boom, 5. They're gonna start losing the ball. That's fine. You tell them, yo, just get the ball back. Tell me how many fingers I'm holding up. Boom, 0, 5. Then after that, there are some more stationary drills, but I'll save that for a later video. Now, let's talk about some movement drills. And the easiest thing you can do is the 4-cone drill, which I have set up behind me. So we're gonna start right hand first. Your players have to zigzag in and out the cones. Then when they come out, they shoot a layup. So remember, if you're teaching a beginner how to dribble, you let them practice stationary, you let them practice on the move, and most importantly, set realistic expectations. They are not going to turn into an elite ball handler overnight. So just make sure they keep on dribbling. And for those who don't know me, my name is Coach Darren from Highlight Hoops. I've been coaching youth basketball for over a decade, and I'm also the author of the book, Good Coach, Bad Coach, a practical guide to coaching youth basketball. All right, guys, Coach Darren out. Peace.